Welcome to a demo about DocsAutomator's new dashboard experience. We have completely redesigned the dashboard from scratch to make it easier for you to find documents, find latest signing sessions, but also create documents. So we're going to see later in this demo how documents can now also be generated right out of DocsAutomator's app. So we're here in the dashboard. As you can see, the first block, if you have signing enabled, shows you signing sessions, signed documents, but also the latest signed documents. The next section is then latest documents, so all the documents that have been run or are currently running for your account. Think about this document section now as what was called run history before. So now this is called documents, is more prominently placed in the app. And then the last section shows you your recently edited automations. We have a new sidebar here that gives you quick access to all the different areas. So we're in the dashboard right now, and then you can go into documents. Once again, a chronologically ordered list of all the documents that have run for your account. Before, this was called request logs, what was more like a log logic. Now this actually focuses on the created documents. You have a couple of options here as well. You can open the details. We're going to look at that in a second. You can download the PDF from here in case you decide to store the document. So let DocsAutomator store the document, but you can also rerun the request from here, which is something that wasn't possible before. Let's go into this. As you can see here, this is now a new detail page that gives you all the different informations about what happened during this run. Also shows you the document on the right side. Once again, only if you decide to actually let DocsAutomator store the document, but you also see the payload down here. So what was added in terms of data to the document. Let's look at filters here. You have a couple of options to filter down those documents. For instance, e-sign only. So if you only want to look at your signing sessions in case you're using DocsAutomator e-sign, then you can filter it this way. You can also say only show me the ones that are completed. And then we can go into signing log here. So this is again just the document log, but here we have the e-sign audit. So your entire audit trail of when was the document opened, who has signed already. In this case, all three have signed in this sample data. All three have signed, but you can see who has opened it, when, from where. So the entire audit log is here. You can open the signed document and download it again. So this way you get really an overview over your individual signing sessions. Yeah, then let's move to automations. It's pretty similar to how the automations interface worked before, which was basically the main interface in DocsAutomator. You see all your different automations with an indication of which data source you're using for all of those. They're now sorted according to when they were last opened. So that's a difference. But the rest is pretty much the same. You can now rename them from here, but it's a minor detail. One thing that is a bigger thing is that you can, if you decide to delete one of these, then actually there is a trash now here at the bottom of the screen. You see this trash. So they're not deleted right away. They're just sort of removed from your immediate view up here. So this has been a requested feature again and again, that automations just don't disappear right away. They're put into a trash, which is now the place. And of course, we have folders here, and you can also drag and drop automations into folders that way. Okay, so we've looked at automations, we've looked at documents. Now I want to show you how to create documents from DocsAutomator. You can do this in two ways. You have a new document button here, or you always have a new document button here in the sidebar. So you just click on it, and this opens this new document modal where you can now select an automation. For instance, this Airtable automation here, you can go into it from here and open it in a separate browser tab. And then this allows you to pick a record. So you can just select from the list, or you can select a view. So this basically allows you to create documents for individual records, and you can do this for a couple of records. We're in test mode on this automation, so it's limited to 3. But here you go. Now 3 documents would be created, or you could select a view here. And if we go into the Airtable base, you see selected invoices here, which is a view. I filtered this down for service period April 2026. So I can go on selected view. It's now pulling the records from that selected view, 3 records as we've seen just now, and then we would generate 3 documents at a time. As you can see here as well, all the actions you've set in the automations to run after the documents are created will be run as well. And so in this case, I only have one action, which is to actually save those generated PDFs in Airtable. I'm just going to remove them here and then let this run. So now 3 documents are generated at the same time. The cool thing is you can actually close this and go into it again. So this basically runs here on the left side, and you can see how many are generated at any point. Once they're generated, of course, the PDF is stored in Airtable in this case. And once this is completely finished, so once all 3 have been generated, we can now actually download them from here as a zip file. So you're going to download them locally, then you can unzip it, and you will see that all of the PDFs in that folder, in that unzipped folder, then also have the name that you dynamically gave it. So you basically have a way now to batch generate documents from DocsAutomator, download them right away, and do with them whatever you want to do. Or you could just choose to run requests from DocsAutomator, and all the side effects or the actions after document generation, as we've seen before, will be run as well. Once again, here you can close this, do something in the app, go documents or whatever, and you can open this again, just so that this basically stays until you've actually downloaded this. If you don't need it anymore, you just go out of this. Generating new documents does not only work for Airtable, it actually works for any data source. So Google Sheets, SmartSuite, ClickUp, Glide, etc. It will always differ a bit in terms of what is available for those data sources, but generally any data source works. So if I use this one where API is selected as a data source, then we simply get all the fields that can be mapped. We can also set a document name here. And one cool feature is that you can map with AI. So if you have just some context, you can actually click on here, dump the context in. I just put I don't know, sample invoice. You would dump the context in, and it would then actually generate data for select the document name, but also sort of best guess what the right value is for the placeholder in the connected template. Exactly. And then you would once again just say generate document here, and the document would be generated. So this works for any data source. And that's it. I hope this helps you create better documents faster. I hope it helps you automate your workflows even more. If you have any questions, please reach out anytime. And for now, I wish you happy automating. Speak to you very soon.